Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. President Draupadi Murmu confers national awards to distinguished teachers on the occasion of Teachers' Day. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina arrives in New Delhi on a 4-day visit to India. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Electoral Officer calls an all-party meeting in Jammu today to discuss revision of electoral rolls. In Lucknow, at least 2 people killed in a fire incident. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expresses grief. Army Chief General Manoj Pandey reaches Kathmandu on a 4-day visit to Nepal. Next, British Prime Minister and Conservative Party leader to be announced today. Defending champion India to kickstart their campaign against Bhutan at the SAF Under-17 Championship in Sri Lanka today. Teachers' Day is being celebrated throughout the country today. The day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of educationist and former President Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. President Draupadi Murmu paid homage to former President Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan on his birth anniversary at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Ms. Murmu also conferred the national awards to 46 selected teachers for the year 2022 in New Delhi.
पुरस्कार पाने वाले सभी शिक्षकों को मैं हार्दिक बधाई देती हूँ। ये देखकर मुझे प्रसन्नता हुई है कि आज पुरस्कृत शिक्षकगण भारत के कोने-कोने से आए हैं। उनमें एक दिव्यांग शिक्षक तथा 18 महिला शिक्षकों को पुरस्कृत करके मुझे विशेष प्रसन्नता हुई है।
President Draupadi Murmu said education in one's mother tongue inspires students and the new Education Policy 2020 focuses on this aspect. The President, while paying respects to her teachers, said teachers also help students learn to cope with life's challenges.
शिक्षक दिवस के इस अवसर पर मैं अपने उन शिक्षकों का सादर स्मरण करती हूँ जिन्होंने मुझे न सिर्फ पढ़ाया बल्कि प्यार भी दिया और संघर्ष करने की प्रेरणा भी दी।
Talking exclusively to AIR News, recipient of the National Awards for Teacher this year, Meenakshi Goswami from Assam said she has dedicated herself to the cause of the student community.
I'm really happy indeed and my joy is no bounds. I have started doing this job since 1989. I have been working in the same school initially as a postgraduate teacher in English and then in 2017 I have joined as a principal of the same school. And yes, I have given my 100% in whatever I have been doing in my school, for my children, for the community at large, for the society.
The Education Ministry organizes an annual national-level function on the day every year to confer the national awards to the best teachers of the country. The purpose of national awards is to celebrate the unique contribution of teachers in the country and to honor those teachers who, through their commitment in industry, have not only improved the quality of school education but also enriched the lives of their students. The University Grant Commission will launch new research grants and fellowship schemes on the occasion of Teachers' Day. It will launch 3 research grants and 2 fellowship schemes. They are Savitribai Jyotirao Phule Fellowship for Single Girl Child, Dr. Radhakrishnan UGC Postdoctoral Fellowship, Fellowship for Superannuated Faculty Members, Research Grant for In-Service Faculty Members, and Dr. D.S. Kothari Research Grant for newly recruited faculty members.
Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina arrived in New Delhi today on a 4-day visit to India. During a visit, she will hold bilateral consultations with Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will call on the visiting dignitary this evening. Ms. Hasina will call on President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. The Bangladesh Prime Minister last visited New Delhi in October 2019. The External Affairs Ministry said that both sides have sustained a higher level of engagement, including at the highest level in recent years. Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey called on Nepal's Chief of Army Staff General Prabhu Ram Sharma at Army Headquarters in Kathmandu this afternoon. This is his first visit to Nepal as Chief of Army Staff. During his visit, General Pandey will also call on the President and Prime Minister of Nepal. He will also discuss avenues for enhancing India-Nepal defence relations. General Pandey's official visit from 5th to 8th of September will provide an opportunity to enhance existing bilateral defence ties and strengthen cooperation in areas of mutual interest between the two countries. Defence Ministry said the Indian Army Chief will be conferred with the honorary rank of General of Nepal Army tomorrow in a ceremony at Sital Nivas, the official residence of President of Nepal. India-Nepal relations are historic, multifaceted and marked by common cultural and civilizational ties apart from mutual respect and trust. India attaches highest priority to its relationship with Nepal in accordance with its Neighbourhood First and Act East policies.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be on a 5-day visit to Mongolia and Japan starting today. This will be the first ever visit by an Indian Defence Minister to Mongolia. It will further consolidate the defence cooperation and strategic partnership between the two countries. During the visit, Mr. Singh will hold bilateral talks with Mongolian counterpart, Lieutenant General Saikhon Bayar. He will also call on President of Mongolia, Mr. U. Kurelsuk. In a tweet, Mr. Singh said he will also visit Japan to engage with India's allies and partners. Mr. Singh said he will be attending the 2+2 ministerial level dialogue in Tokyo. The minister added that India seeks to strengthen defence cooperation and advance regional security and stability. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said India's ties with Israel has enhanced in recent times. Speaking on the India-Israel relationship at an event in Gujarat yesterday, Dr. Jaishankar said New Delhi's present ties with Tel Aviv is evidence that vote bank politics no longer dominates. India is the only country where Israel has the position of water attaché to help share Israeli best practices and technologies for advancements in India's water management sector. The water attaché will coordinate between India and Israel to share their experience and technical know-how about advanced technologies in the field of water. He also said India's independent foreign policy is transformed under the current leadership.
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Electoral Officer CEO has convened an all-party meeting in Jammu today to discuss the revision of electoral rolls. More from a correspondent.
The Chief Electoral Officer has sent invitation to all major political parties for the meeting. The political parties have been communicated that the meeting has been convened of a special summary revision of voters. The meeting comes aimed on ongoing controversy over the CEO's remarks that J&K will get additional 20 to 25 lakh voters, including outsiders, after special summary revision of voters. J&K administration had termed the controversy as misrepresentation of facts by vested interests. Meanwhile, the Election Commission of India will unveil draft electoral roll on September 15. Kulsan Rana for AIR News, Jammu.
In Uttar Pradesh, at least 2 persons died and 10 got injured when a fire broke out at a hotel in Lucknow. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has ordered that Commissioner Lucknow Division and Police Commissioner Lucknow will jointly inquire into the causes of the fire incident in Lucknow Hotel. The incident happened this morning at the Lavana Hotel in the Hazratganj area in the state capital Lucknow this morning. Rescue operations continued till afternoon and teams of Fire Brigade, SDRF and local police evacuated the people stuck in the hotel rooms. Rescue teams are still conducting search operation in the hotel premises. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath visited hospital and met with the injured people admitted there. Defence Minister and MP from Lucknow, Rajnath Singh, expressed grief over the incident. DM of Lucknow, Suryapal Gangwar, said that the cause of the fire is being ascertained. There is a possibility that it happened due to a short circuit. He said that 18 of the total 30 rooms were occupied and probably 35 to 40 people were there.
In Jharkhand, the Hemant Soren government won the vote of confidence today. Mr. Soren presented the confidence motion in the one-day special assembly session of the Jharkhand Legislative Assembly. The opposition BJP said there was no need for a floor test. BJP MLA Biranchi Narayan said neither the BJP governor nor the High Court or the Supreme Court had asked for the floor test. 5 Janata Dal United MLAs from Manipur have formally joined the BJP in the presence of Party President JP Nadda in New Delhi. The JDU MLAs who joined the BJP are Joy Kishan, N. Sanate, Mohammad Achabuddin, LM Kaute and Thangjam Arun Kumar. JDU won 6 seats in the 60-member state assembly in the recently held assembly elections, while the BJP secured a majority with 32 seats. Welcoming them, Mr. Nadda said the MLAs possess qualities that will greatly benefit the party.
Normal life was disrupted in Bengaluru due to heavy downpour last night. According to the Met Department, the city received 13 millimeters of rainfall in just 1 hour between 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. yesterday. Addressing media persons in Bengaluru today, the Chief Minister said that 2 SDRF teams have been rushed to Mahadevapura and Bomanhalli zones to take up relief measures after flooding was reported due to heavy downpour yesterday night. He said that the engineers have been asked to plan alternative drains to seep out the rainwater. He also informed that the water treatment plant of Bangalore Water Supply and Sewerage Board at the TK Halli is inundated. Announcing his visit to the plant today, the Chief Minister added that the treatment plant that supplies Kaveri water to Bangalore city will be set right by today evening. The Bangalore Traffic Police has issued an advisory to the road users yesterday to avoid Outer Ring Road, Sarjapur Road, Doda Kannahalli Road, Whitefield Main Road and Belendur Road due to severe waterlogging. Over 213 crore 52 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Over 32 lakh 31,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is currently at 98.69%. Over 7,000 people recovered in the last 24 hours. Total number of recoveries has crossed 4 crore 38 lakh 80,000. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. President Draupadi Murmu confers national awards to distinguished teachers on the occasion of Teachers' Day. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina arrives in New Delhi on a 4-day visit to India. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Electoral Officer calls an all-party meeting in Jammu today to discuss revision of electoral rolls. In Lucknow, at least 2 people killed in a fire incident. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expresses grief. Army Chief General Manoj Pandey reaches Kathmandu on a 4-day visit to Nepal. Next, British Prime Minister and Conservative Party leader to be announced today. And defending champions India to kickstart the campaign against Bhutan at the SAF Under-17 Championship in Sri Lanka today. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
मुट्ठी भर अंग्रेज और हमारे विशाल देश पर राज करने का स्वप्न देखते हैं, पर हम इनके स्वप्न को चकनाचूर कर देंगे। निकल पड़े स्वाधीनता के पथ वाले, स्वतंत्रता संग्राम की सुनी अनसुनी कहानियों के साथ स्वराज हर रविवार रात 9 बजे डीडी नेशनल पर।
कॉम्पिटिशन्स की तैयारी कर रहे हैं? ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के पेशकश अभ्यास है सिर्फ आपके लिए। व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर आप हमें अपने ऑडियो सवाल भेजें, जिसका जवाब शनिवार रात 9:30 बजे एक्सपर्ट देंगे। इस बार का विषय है संस्कृत, तो संस्कृत विषय पर आपके प्रश्नों का हम करेंगे इंतजार सितंबर 7 तक। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
Welcome back to the Midday News. Britain's next Prime Minister and Conservative Party leader will be announced today. The result of the runoff between Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak will be announced this afternoon. Polls have projected that Liz Truss will beat Rishi Sunak to become Britain's next Prime Minister. Voting for the Conservative Party leadership election finished on Friday. Liz Truss is widely expected to be named the winner and succeed Boris Johnson as UK's next Prime Minister. Outgoing Prime Minister Boris Johnson will formally tender his resignation to Queen Elizabeth II tomorrow. In Pakistan, the estimated economic loss has reached $12.5 billion. A high-profile committee, including the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Planning, State Bank of Pakistan and others, evaluated that poverty and unemployment have gone up. According to reports, Pakistan's inflation increased for a 6th straight month to hit a fresh record in August. Consumer prices rose 27% last month as compared to last year. Around 37% population was hit by poverty after floods in 118 districts, as estimated by the Pakistan government. The unemployment rate stood at 6% before the recent severe floods.
At least 6 people were killed and 9 others were injured after an earthquake measuring 5.3 on the Richter scale hit several provinces of Afghanistan in the early hours of Monday. Dozens of residences were destroyed in many areas of the provinces. According to the United States Geological Survey, the epicenter of the earthquake was Jalalabad, the capital of eastern Nangarhar province. The earthquake rocked Kabul, Nangarhar, Lagman, Kunar and Nuristan, as well as some areas on the other side of the Durand line. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar discussed bilateral cooperation and the joint comprehensive plan of action with his Iranian counterpart Hossein Amirabdollahian over phone yesterday. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said he looks forward to remaining in touch with the Iranian foreign minister.
Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for the 1.3 billion citizens across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashvani Ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ, reliving the journey of India since independence over the last 75 years with All India Radio. From 15th August, the series is being broadcast on All India Radio, 100.1 FM Gold Channel, primetime news bulletins and across all its platforms. Tune in to stay updated with All India Radio.
In today's episode, we bring you the story of AIR News, a synonym for trust.
All India Radio, established in 1936, is the largest radio network in the world that broadcasts news and current affairs programs in 77 Indian and 12 foreign languages. Until the advent of television, All India Radio was the prime source of information and entertainment. Nothing can match up to the nostalgia All India Radio can evoke. Almost all of us love the signature Akashvani jingle at the break of dawn.
नमस्कार, आकाशवाणी से प्रस्तुत है समाचार प्रभात। समाचार सेवा प्रभाग प्रस्तुत करता है कार्यक्रम आज सवेरे। समाचार सेवा प्रभाग से प्रस्तुत है कार्यक्रम
ये आकाशवाणी है। कोविड-19 विशेष कार्यक्रम के अंतर्गत प्रस्तुत है कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण की वर्तमान स्थिति पर चर्चा।
This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight now, we bring you a discussion on BRICS Summit 2021.
Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am VC Pramod and with me is Reshma Tiwari with the evening news.
Namaskar. A warm welcome to World News and Indian Perspective on All India Radio.
All India Radio has been broadcasting a coherent mix of news, music, drama, cricket commentaries and talks on current issues. Broadcasters like Melville De Mello enthrall listeners through the baritone.
This is Melville De Mello speaking to you from the ramparts of the Red Fort in New Delhi. Now, if rain is auspicious, then this nation is thrice blessed, because it's pouring heavily here, and below me is a sea of mushroom umbrellas, and on the ramparts themselves.
Devkinandan Pandey's voice was benchmark in Hindi diction.
1915 का वर्ष भारत के आजादी आंदोलन में बड़े महत्व का साल। अफ्रीका से गांधी जी लौटे और देखते ही देखते एक गुलाम देश के करोड़ों लोगों की आशा का केंद्र बन गए। वैसे तो लोग ये महसूस करने लगे थे कि आजादी का सूरज भले ही कुछ देर से निकले मगर निकलेगा जरूर, और उनके इस विश्वास का आधार था पहले विश्व युद्ध का परिणाम।
Veteran broadcaster Amin Saini mesmerized listeners with his voice.
अरे ये बहुत पुरानी बात है। मैं करीब 9 साल का था तब मेरे बड़े भाई मरहूम हमीद सायानी साहब, जो मेरे गुरु रहे हैं ब्रॉडकास्टिंग में, वो मुझे ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के बॉम्बे स्टेशन में ले गए थे तो उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि तुम अपनी आवाज इसमें रिकॉर्ड करके खुद सुनो। वायर रिकॉर्डर पर रिकॉर्ड करके फिर मुझे अपनी आवाज सुनाई गई तो मैं चौंक पड़ा कि भाई ये मेरी आवाज है। तब से भाई मेरा नाता जुड़ गया।
When it comes to trust and authenticity, the news media industry, news network of All India Radio outshines one and all. AIR has been voted as the most trusted electronic media organization of the country by many agencies. According to a recent survey by Reuters Institution, in 46 countries, All India Radio and Doordarshan enjoy the highest trust. June 8, 2022 marked 86 years since AIR began its broadcasting operations. Since then, radio broadcast in our country has come through a long journey with hundreds of radio stations being established in several cities. Student-specific programs like Abhyas, Quiz on Freedom Movement and Sports Quiz have evinced interest among the new generation to consider AIR as a regular feature in the media diet. Further contributing to connecting J&K with the mainstream, a special segment Jammu Kashmir Ek Nayi Subha has been added to the already diverse bouquet of AIR programming. In order to reach out to the diaspora, AI News has doubled the transmission in foreign languages, including in Dari, Pashto, Balochi, Nepali, Mandarin Chinese and Tibetan. Radio shows like World News Program with focus on Indian perspective became popular in a very short span of time. Apart from traditional and social media platforms, All India Radio is also available on DD Free Dish, DTH and DRM.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today paid tributes to freedom fighter V.O. Chidambaram Pillai on his birth anniversary. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "Our nation is indebted to V.O. Chidambaram Pillai for his rich contribution to the freedom struggle." The Prime Minister said he also placed great emphasis on economic progress and becoming self-reliant. Mr. Modi said the ideals of V.O. Chidambaram Pillai continue to inspire people.
Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri will lead an official and business delegation to Milan, Italy from today to attend the Gastag Milan 2022. During the three-day visit, Mr. Puri will participate in the select ministerial panel of the opening ceremony along with Egyptian Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources and State Secretary of Energy of Portugal. He will also take part in ministerial panel discussions titled Energy Security and Transition and a Just Energy Transition for Developing Nations. During the visit, Mr. Puri will have bilateral meetings with his counterpart ministers and with CEOs of global energy companies who are attending the Gastag Milan 2022. He will also inaugurate the exhibition stalls of Indian energy companies which have been showcased at the exhibition. Petroleum Ministry said the visit will be an opportunity to highlight India's economic growth story and the investment opportunities that exist in India across the entire energy value chain. In football, defending champions India will kickstart the SAF Under-17 Championship campaign against Bhutan in Colombo, Sri Lanka at 3:30 p.m. today. Bangladesh will start the campaign in the Six Nation Under-17 Championship, taking on host Sri Lanka in the evening. The 7th edition of the championship kicks off today in Sri Lanka and the final match will be played on the 14th of this month. Indian team have been clubbed in Group B alongside Bhutan and Nepal, while Bangladesh have been placed in Group A along with Sri Lanka and the Maldives.
In the US Open 22 Grand Slam titles, champion Rafael Nadal will clash with Francis Tiafoe today for a place in the quarterfinals. In another match, world number 9 Cameron Norrie will lock horns with world number 11 Andrei Rublev, while 11th seed Yannick Sinner will square off against Ilya Ivashka in the last 16. In the women's singles fourth round, Iga Swiatek of Poland will clash with Jules Niemier of Germany, while US's Jessica Pegula will play with Petra Kvitova. Earlier today, defending champion and number 1 seed Daniel Medvedev lost to 23rd seed Nick Kyrgios of Australia. A Turkish warship has docked in Israel for the first such visit in more than a decade as relations between the U.S. allies improve following fierce feuding over the Palestinian cause. The frigate Camel Race docked with Haifa on Saturday as part of NATO maneuvers in the Mediterranean Sea, a Turkish official said. An Israeli official said Ankara had submitted a preliminary request for the crew to disembark on shore leave. A Haifa port official said it was the first time a Turkish naval vessel had visited since at least 2010, when bilateral ties were shattered by Israel's storming of a pro-Palestinian aid convoy that tried to breach its blockade of the Gaza Strip. 10 Turks were killed by Israeli Marines in that incident. For its part, Israel has voiced objections at NATO member Turkey's hosting of members of Hamas, a Palestinian Islamist movement that is proscribed as a terrorist group in the West. But the countries have moved to mend their relationship in recent months, with energy emerging as a key area for potential cooperation. They are expected to appoint new ambassadors soon.
The Health Ministry today said that more than 201 crore 93 lakh vaccine doses have been provided to states and union territories so far through the Centres Free of Cost channel and through direct state procurement category. It said more than 5 crore 34 lakh balance and unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and UTs to be administered. As part of the nationwide vaccination drive, the centre has been supporting the states and union territories by providing them COVID vaccines free of cost. In the new phase of the universalization of the COVID-19 vaccination drive, the centre procures and supplies free of cost 75% of the vaccines being produced by the vaccine manufacturers in the country to states and UTs. The Sensex and the Nifty today rose more than 0.5% in the afternoon trade. Both stock indices logged gains, even as the global share markets were negative. The Sensex was trading near 59,200 points, while the Nifty was trading near 17,650 level. The Sensex climbed 388 points or 0.66% to trade at 59,191. The Nifty was also up 107 points or 0.61% to trade at 17,646 when reports last came in. In the forex market, the rupee weakened 8 paise to trade at 79 rupees and 89 paise against the US dollar in the afternoon deals.
Senior officer of Indian Information Service, S. Srinivasan, passed away in Chennai last night. He was 81. He held senior editorial positions in Doordarshan and All India Radio and covered parliament proceedings. He played an important editorial role in developing a style book for News Services Division of All India Radio. He had also worked in PIB. Now let us have a look at the weather forecast for the day. National capital Delhi is expected to have a partly cloudy sky. The minimum temperature was recorded at 26 degrees Celsius. The maximum will be around 37 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is expected to have rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature was 25 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be around 31 degrees. Chennai is expected to have thunderstorm with rain. Minimum temperature was 25 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be 34. Kolkata will generally have cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Minimum temperature was recorded at 27 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be around 36 degrees. Srinagar is likely to have thunderstorm with rain. Minimum temperature was 19 degrees and maximum will be around 28. Jammu expected to have a thunderstorm with rain. Minimum temperature was 20 degrees Celsius. Maximum will be around 31 degrees.
Leh will have generally partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain, while Gilgit will have cloudy sky. Muzaffarabad is expected to have thunderstorm with rain. The temperature will be between 23 and 30 degrees Celsius in Gilgit and Muzaffarabad. Hyderabad, Bangalore and Visakhapatnam will have generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum and maximum temperatures will vary between 20 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees. In the northeast, Guwahati, Itanagar and Shillong will have generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers, while Imphal, Kohima and Aizawl will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Gangtok is expected to have generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 23 degrees.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Draupadi Murmu confers national awards to distinguished teachers on the occasion of Teachers' Day. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina arrives in New Delhi on a 4-day visit to India. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Electoral Officer calls an all-party meeting in Jammu today to discuss revision of electoral rolls. In Lucknow, at least 2 people killed in a fire incident. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh expresses grief. Army Chief General Manoj Pandey reaches Kathmandu on a 4-day visit to Nepal. Next British Prime Minister and Conservative Party leader to be announced today. And defending champion India to kickstart their campaign against Bhutan at the SAF Under-17 Championship in Sri Lanka today. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.